Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be preparing okongobong soup using the non-fry method. So no frying at all in this recipe. I'll prepare my ingredients, my blending ingredients. I'm going to blend garlic, ginger, onion, and some hot chili pepper. While it's blending, I'll just get started with boiling my meat. I'll add my meat directly into my pot. I'm using beef, and I also have some already cooked cow food which I'm going to add later on. So into my beef, I'm adding some salt. I'm adding some Maggi. And I'll bring in the blended garlic, ginger, and hot chili pepper. So I'll mix it. I'm not going to add any water at all in this beef. So just the water that I used to blend. I'll let this cook while we get ready with the vegetable. So I found this okongobong, the fresh one, in an African store. I just couldn't wait to buy. So I bought some because it's been long that I ate the fresh one. So we are using the fresh okongobong today. I'm just going to select the good part and then throw the stems. Then we can wash and chop it up. I think Acomobong in Nigeria, they call it ogu leaves. Yeah, ogu leaves. So this is the same thing. So we wash it properly before chopping it up. So we can chop up our okongobong leaves. And then transfer it into a bowl and wash. I'm adding salt. I think when I was growing up, this is what we normally do to wash okongobong leaves. We just add salt. I don't know if the salt helps to maintain the green color or what. I'm not really sure, but this is what we normally do. This is how I would normally wash it. So I've just added some salt, some water, and then I'll wash it. After washing it, I'm just going to rinse it. I know you may think that the nutrients are kind of being washed away, but there's still a lot inside. So it's perfectly okay to wash it. I'll wash out the salt and everything. And I'm going to be using egusi for this soup. I'm using 2 cups of egusi. I'm just going to wash my egusi as well. And then transfer it into a blender and blend. So add some water into it and blend. So here's my already blended egusi, ready for cooking. So I'll go back to my meat, to my beef, and I'm going to add in now the already cooked cow food. Cow food normally takes long to cook, so that's why I cooked it earlier and just kept it in the fridge to use it when I'm going to prepare this. So I'm just going to mix it up and bring in some fresh tomatoes and onion. As I said, we are not going to be frying anything for this dish. Let it simmer, and then I'll bring in my egusi. For me personally, I think this is my best style to prepare egusi. Yeah, the fried method is perfectly okay, but I prefer this method to the frying. So we cover this and reduce our heat to very low and let it stay for at least 25 minutes on very low heat. So it's kind of like cooking in it's steaming up and then cooking. So this is our egusi, has been on here for 20 minutes on low heat. It has formed clots now and it's perfectly cooked. Now you can see that nothing is burning because it was on low heat and everything under was still underneath and the egusi was just at the top steaming. So let's mix it properly. And this method as well is good because it conserves all the nutrients. It conserves all the nutrients. Yeah, so I prefer the boiling method, as I said. So we mix it all properly, and then we can bring in our crayfish. There is no egusi soup without crayfish. So mix the crayfish properly. I think this pot is going to be small for me. I'm definitely going to transfer this pot, everything, into a bigger pot. So I've just moved it now to a bigger pot. I underestimated the quantity of egusi. So I'm going to add in the washed Acomobong leaves. You can see how green they still look. I think the salt helped, if I'm not mistaken. So we add in our green leaves, our Okongobong leaves, and then go directly and add in oil. If you're using palm oil, you can use it, you can add it at this stage, but I'm just using vegetable oil. Mix it all properly. So I used salt and Maggi. I added already. So just add those ingredients based on your taste buds. If you want it really tasting sweet, add more. And yeah, I can't really say the amount of Maggi or salt that you should put. So it depends on the quantity. This is our egusi soup all ready. So I'm going to be having this with yams. Just going to add in my yams into the pot, put in a pinch of salt, and then add in some water to boil. By the way, please do not forget to click on the red subscription button. Click on the subscribe button to support my channel, and also click on that like button if you can. Also share the video. So our yams are now cooked. You can see how they look. I think it was a bit soft though. And all ready for eating. I'm just going to put some in the plate. So you can have egusi soup with whatever you wish: ripe plantain, unripe plantain, yam, cassava, potato, whatever thing you choose to have it with. But I always prefer my egusi soup either with yams or ripe plantains. You guys, this tastes good. This tastes so good. Try this recipe and give a thumb up.